It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at the Saints defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be won on the outside.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
That time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Down to the 25. Demario Davis there on the stop. The Eagles at 11-2 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come really well for their faithful. He's looking to do just that.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's here for an Eagles touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. It's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this home. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock first down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go play action with Willis. Flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let it go. It's going down. You look at this under defense. They shoot it. They struggled a little bit against the pass. 21-8.
I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Willis. Nowhere to go. Here he goes. Prince 1-2 and 5 defensive line players to get to the play. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you'll love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On first down, Leach. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dropping for his 11th season. A tough spot here. 4th and 15. has to throw. That is incomplete.
But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Scott to return it. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he dumped out to Gainwell. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Saints, they were very good in the win over Dallas. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
63.
Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Throwing his Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. 33 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Willis looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to throw it. Couldn't hang on. To me, that one was all Third down, it's Willis. There's a short one to tight end Johnson. And he's able to get this to so give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches. much his time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. It's going to for 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defensive to the ball every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Willis will look to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And that'll bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
Key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Taken in, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back to throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. Watkins, 45 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Elliott good with it. This 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And go down as a 2-yard loss. He brings up the third down.
I think it's pretty evident what they said when he took 2 yards last week. He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only
This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that
puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on first down. Leach, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's up to the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. On first down, Leach. And he fouled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Again, it's Kamara.
To about the 26 here.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the pass rush. Officially no gain on the play.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this time he's going back. Here they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions, but the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Leach. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. Leach. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Leach. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it is a bit of a straight